Wow. That's really hard to grasp, you know. Having your child, your brother, your sister, your uncle leave the house and they don't come back because they're black. Hello, my name is Donnis and I am the voice person behind Mixed Girl Problems. You might have seen me on social media. Everywhere you see Mixed Girl Problems, that's probably me. And I am answering questions for everybody over at WAMU TV. We are mixed up. Thank you for having me. My mixture, my mother is from Bermuda, but we don't know too much about her background. But we do know that her father is like more than half Irish. Like you can really tell just by looking at him, and that's where I get this from. These are real, by the way. America has a hard time seeing mixed. Why is that? Good old America. America is a special beast. America is very heavy on race. Basically the whole world is like that. But I've learned through followers from overseas that race isn't as big as a problem where they are like it is here. A lot of issues that I talk about is, you know, mixed race issues from the American perspective, because that's all I know. Been American all my life. So a lot of people are like shocked. They're like, that happens over there still? Yes, yes, yes. People do not like change. They're very resistant. I think we get that. And just being mixed in itself is a huge taboo. It was illegal to even come from mixed marriage. A black woman and a white man could not legally be married, sleep in the same bed, live in the same house, have children until the 60s. So, which is barely, you know, 60 years, 50, 60 years ago. So, hasn't been a long time. Hasn't been a long time. And because of that, a lot of people, I think, don't claim being mixed. And I find out, you know, maybe just through research and being online that, you know, celebrities we know are mixed, but they never really talk about it because it's such a taboo. Your truth. Be yourself. Speak your truth. But when you speak your truth and they don't agree with it, they don't want to hear it. So, for some reason, if you say you are mixed, communities feel like you don't like being yourself and you hate a specific community or race or group of people. No, I'm just saying that that's not all that I am. And no, when I say that's not all that I am, I'm not ashamed. For some, I don't know. People need like a lot of context these days. So yeah, you know, 2020, I thought we would be further than this, but we're a community and we're growing slowly, but we're growing. So that's something to say. How can we get more involved with you, Mixed Girl Problems? Yeah, I'm the only person behind this page, and of course I have time because I don't really do anything. But this page is a lot about features. When it started out, it was just about, you know, funny tweets, but then it grew into featuring mixed girls and their stories and their problems and what they're mixed with and what their family's like. So I'm always taking submissions. DM me on my Instagram. There's a highlight called How to Be Featured. Look through that, follow the rules. It's really easy. DM me, and then be patient because there's a line. As far as that, yeah, be featured. Share the page. Share the page. Get the word out there. You know, I'm finding new people every day, and they're like, oh, I didn't even know this existed. Yay. Well, here I am. So, yeah, I think the more people that get involved, the better. Let me see. Do you think things are changing? Yes and no. Yeah. Some things have changed, you know, like more acceptance of the LGBTQ community. It could be a whole lot better, but there's more acceptance. Marginalized groups, communities now have a voice and are being seen. Transgenders have their own platform, they have their own TV shows, they have their own documentaries, such and such and such. Those type of changes are great. But I also feel like we're changing, and by changing, we're going backwards. So we're not changing into a progressive society. We're actually like recoiling and coming back, because again, people are like really resistant to change, and that's why we have the president that we have now, because people were mad we had a black one for 8 years. So yeah, we're not going through a lot of things that our ancestors went through, but we're basically still fighting for the same rights that our ancestors did at the same time. We have a little bit of privilege, but not really. That needs to change. Let me see. Do mixed people have a seat at the Black Lives Matter table? Yes, of course. If you are mixed with black and you have a strong connection to that community, you should be able to sit down at the table. Point blank. If they don't let you sit down at the table, what did Michelle Obama say? Bring a folding chair. Speaking of, if there was a table full of black people talking about Black Lives Matter and Barack Obama walked into the room, I'm pretty sure they'd let him sit down. And Obama has a white mother, so yeah, if we just focus more on supporting the movement and not about who is enough and who's not, that'd be great. The whole point is just to tell people that Black Lives Matter, and it shouldn't really be an argument or a discussion, and it is, and that's why things are not changing. Yeah, I mean, my brother, he's dark-skinned. He looks exactly like a lot of the men, a lot of the hashtags right now. He could have easily been George Floyd. He could have easily been Trayvon. He could have easily been Jacob Blake. And wow. That's really hard to grasp, you know. Having your child, your brother, your sister, your uncle leave the house and they don't come back because they're black. It's not. It shouldn't be a thing. So yeah, you know, me personally, I feel like I can have a seat at the table. But at the same time, I will not take the focus away from darker skinned, monoracial black people, because that's basically the major group in it. And there's also a hashtag that I saw recently called mixed race for Black lives, which is effing brilliant. And whoever came up with that, kudos to you. So, if you do get pushback, if people think you're not enough, and you support Black Lives Matter, and you're mixed with Black or whatever, this mixed race for Black Lives Matter hashtag should be a really big thing, and I think it should be something that can keep going, because if you're not mixed with Black, you don't really have a seat at the table over there, but you can have a seat at the table at mixed race for Black lives, still support the movement, be an ally, etc., etc., etc. So I think both of those things can exist. So, something to think about. Let me see. Mental health is a big part of your message. Is that a big issue in the mixed community? I think it's just a big issue altogether. We just live in a very overworked, marginalized society. There's just a lot going on. And mental health, I feel, should be a priority, because your mental will affect your physical. It will affect your emotional. So you need to take care of the wound before you put that Band-Aid on it. You know what I mean? And right now, mental health is a really big theme on my page, because I pick a new person to represent the page every month. So that's why people never really see this face, because there's always other faces that I'm featuring, because it's not about me. And what I most recently have been doing, with being the profile picture for a month, you can also take over the page and be more active. In July, I had the winner take over, and she was really into fitness, so she took over the page and did workout tips and self-care Sunday tips and fitness tips and eating right and stuff like that, and I think it went really well. And so this month, Brittany from Mixed Mental Health, I'm so glad I found her, I love you. She is a mental health professional, and she's specifically helping mixed race women, because of course we have our own set of issues that not everybody can relate to. So yes, mental health is very important, and it's a big issue in the mixed community itself, because I don't think there's a lot of mixed race therapists, doctors, professionals out there. So that needs to be done. So yeah, Brittany's been taking over the page the whole month of September, and it's been great. She's been going live every Friday. She's been talking about activist burnout, because everything going on right now, we're all just like going out of our minds. But we don't have to be. We need to take care of ourselves. So yes, where can we find out more about mixed girl problems? Let me see. Okay. Oh, so I almost didn't understand the question for a second. So I am on Instagram, I am on Twitter, and I'm on Tumblr. That's like the main trifecta. I did have a TikTok page, but they're racist over there, so I stopped posting over there. I'll come back when they stop doing that. I was on Snapchat for a while. Don't really have that page anymore. I have a Pinterest page, but I don't really update it. I mean, it's just me. How can I do all that, you know? So, yes. So, I am on Twitter and Tumblr. Twitter and Tumblr. Is this backwards? Anyway, so Twitter and Tumblr, it's Mixed Girl Problems. MixedGirlProblems. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you on social media. Bye.